Hello everyone, La13 Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. Where now my 3D printer is done printing the things. I'm trying to make like a little switch case thing. And I've got it about halfway. So anyway, let's go in. Okay, so these fish... Oh, there's Gabby. Gary was the other one. It's an underground press. Literally, there's a newspaper left in it. That's probably the one that the guy stole. Take the paper. An underground press. Oh, you got the underground newspaper. Cool. I can gab with Gabby. I am good. It's a calendar from 11 years ago. Take a look. There's a huge black skull scrawled on July 22nd, 1917. What happened on July 22nd, 1917? We're going back up. We're going to find out. There we go. Yeah. I love that they put new so you don't have to remember. You find something interesting. You gain 5 XP. The top story from that date is the Ocean City Comptroller's passing of an overly complicated sidewalk right-of-way policy that outlawed street-side newspaper vending machines and limited the maximum allowed width of a newsstand to 4 feet. The story continues to say that watchful eye management raised concerns about the loss of revenue, and the comptroller made a vague promise to divert city funds to make up for any shortfalls. Looks like that worked out great for everybody. Except it definitely didn't. That's corruption bare minimum. It's the control panel for the pneumatic tube system. Oh, before I do that, I have something for, the manual. This is a reference manual for a citywide network of pneumatic tubes. Looks like the Eye had some state-of-the-art delivery infrastructure. Interesting. Underground newspaper. It was printed on a secret underground newspaper office. Read it. It's more of a manifesto, specifically calling out the government's suppression of the local newspaper and the importance of a free press. There's also an amusing but puzzling cartoon about a dog arresting a mouse for throwing a brick at a cat's head, which the cat didn't seem to mind. Okay, interesting. Well, now I have the cufflinks. What did the cufflinks do? Hey, they increase my mysticality. The left one is engraved, always check, and the right one says, your sources. Really makes you think. As you've seen in the last episode where I was like, no, I can't Wikipedia. I gotta pull it up for reals. It's your personnel file at the abandoned gas station you work at. Yeah, I don't see anything. Clam jerky, cheap cologne, yeah. Okay, check it out. Oh, consult the manual right there. The control panel has a green button, a red button, a big lever, a knob with a bunch of letters on it, and a series of colored lights that are currently all off. I can pull the lever, push the green button, push the red button, or consult the manual, which I'm going to consult it. Startup instructions. Push the green power button on. Okay. Pull the pump to engage the lever. Adjust the suction rate according to the pressure diagnostic indicators. If the red light indicator is on, set the subjunct adjust dial to A. If the blue light is on, subjunct dial to E. And then if the green indicator light is on, subjunct dial to D. To abort startup, press the red power off switch. Okay. Hold on. I'm not gonna... Okay. So, is this my good one or my bad one? Whatever. Power on. Green. Pump. Okay, so red. Equals A. Blue. My thing is dying. blue equals E and green equals D. Hi, Selena. What's up, honey? Okay. Do you want in the window? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I don't know why he thought he had to ask permission, but here we are. I think it's because it's close to bedtime. Anyway. Okay, so let's continue. So first, we push the green button, which powers it on. The green button makes a satisfying click as you hear the motor starting up somewhere. Then we pull the lever for the pump. You pull the lever with a very pleasing kerchunk, and the motor noise turns into a sort of loud, windy whine. A yellow light is glowing on the console. I don't have an option for yellow. Consult the manual? Yeah, there's no yellow light. Turn the knob? Okay. Go back. Oh, I can scroll up. Yeah, there's nothing here for if it's a yellow light. Okay. I'm going to assume that one of the lights isn't working right, and I'm going to assume it's green. So, D? Click the dial into place, and the noise sort of turns to a shuddering growl. A second before an orange light flashes and the entire machine shuts down. Shoot. Something around here seems pretty fishy. It's these two moist fellas standing over you with the abandoned hat above them. Okay. So, B wasn't it? So maybe C? So, green power button, pull the lever for the pump. We are going to turn the knob. So, B wasn't it? C? Yeah. Bye! So, here's how I guessed C. So, if you were to look at this all in order, so red to green, those seem like opposites, and then blue would be like the next closest thing to green after. So I was like, okay, well, if it wasn't B, it's probably, I'm gonna guess C, just based on the lineup. Okay. Well, someone's going to get some very strange mail. And how? What were those things anyway? And what were they doing down here? Were they trying to start an underwater newspaper? That wouldn't work. The ink would smear. You gain 5 XP. Very old manhole cover. An ominous, vague, person-shaped stain on the ground. I can't... Oh, I can walk over it. This must be the hat that Jessica wanted you to recover. Take it. Terribly cursed fedora. Cool. Alright, well, we got it. Oh, you decide you won't be needing that pneumatic tube system operational manual after all and return to the desk you grabbed it from. One fewer thing to carry. Cool. Alright, well, let's go back out and give this to Jessica. Release. I wonder if that guy is still here. You just turn that down in my ear. Hey, man. Gus smiles at you and continues to enjoy getting rained on. I'm glad for you, Gus. Alright. Oh, hey, it's the new guy. Must be Charles Wallace. Speak to him. You must be Charles Wallace. I'm Viola. That I am. Pleased to meet you, Viola. What do you do around here? Oh, you're general handyman sort of stuff. I keep the lights on and the water running. Built the detectotron and the uncursing machine, too. Uncursing machine? What? Wow, that's some real high-tech wizardry. Oh, it's nothing, really. Let me ask you something, Charles. Anything I could help with? What is this about an uncursing machine? Yeah, so what is it about an uncursing machine? Oh, I only built the thing. I can't really tell you how it works. The innards are all wired up with a little porcelain cat figure that Murray found somewhere. Well, that's weird. In a real traditional sense. Yep. Huh. Anything I can help with? Nothing for right now, Charles, but thank you. Okay.
How's it going? Did you find the hat?
Oh, I found a hat. I guess it's the one you meant. It doesn't look unusual, though.
Yeah?
Well, it does creep me out a bit, and I can't really put my finger on why.
I know what you mean. It feels kind of like you have a headache, except you don't.
It's more like a feeling of dread. Like something terrible is about to happen, and I don't know what it is yet.
Well, that is definitely not related to the fact that I need you to take that hat and go sit in that machine over there.
Why?
That's our uncursing machine. It gotta get the curse off that hat, right?
Oh, okay, that makes sense, but,
What?
can't we just put the hat in the machine? Like, why do I need to be involved?
Because the machine needs a mind to guide the uncursing process. Together, you'll lift the curse from the hat and transform it into some sort of allegorical dream space that the machine can transfix.
What?
Sorry, I know it's a lot. Let me rephrase. The uncursing machine uses your subconscious mind to drive a wedge between an item and its curse. The item is cleansed relatively easily, but that doesn't negate the curse fully. Once separated from the item, the machine stores the curse and allows you to psychically project into it to try and resolve the metaphorical scenario at the core of its existence. That's where things can get a little weird. I know it sounds crackers, but you'll just have to give it a try to understand.
Sure. Okay. Crackers it is, alright. It's the uncursing machine. Sit in it. You sit in the chair, which is surprisingly comfortable, and pull the weird metal dome thing over your head. What would you like to uncurse today? This really terribly cursed fedora. No sooner have you sat down than the machine, with a hiss, positively whiffs the fedora straight up into the dome. The hat rattles around in there angrily like a snake in a cement mixer, and after a good loud minute, flops limp and wet into your lap. Whatever ominous energy once possessed the terribly cursed hat is gone. It is now simply a terrible hat. You got an item, the uncursed fedora, but the curse itself still lives, transfixed in a dreamlike construct within the machine. So now how do I get rid of that curse? Huh. See, curses are like energy, Viola. It can't be created or destroyed. Only change. Can't remember who said that. Isaac Newton?
You mean Sir Isaac Newton?
Newton? Yeah, Newton Newman. Yeah, that machine knows how to take a curse from an object and put it into itself. But as for how you change a curse, well, I don't know. That's some higher conscious spiritualist stuff. I don't know much about that. I'm more of a Newton Newman sort of guy. The fedora's curse bounces around the innards of this machine, daring you to project some of your conscious inside of it. Sounds safe, I'll do it. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. Fedoral Reserve. Oh my god, I'm like playing a game within a game. portal to another world. It is open, but the work here is not done yet. Go home. Curse remains unresolved. Fedoral Reserve. Oh, there's a tree in here. I heard thy death call creature. Rest now I find thy mortar? I'm confused. Oh, there's a dead body. A tree felled before its time. A ground stained with sin, yes. Et in Arcadia ergo. Even in Arcadia there is death. Yes, there is. Even in paradise there is a killer. Oh. Oh, it's probably the guy wearing the fedora. He has 3 of them. Thou know who I am and why I'm here. I, Cutter. There has been a Morder. What knowest thou of Morder? That I did not do the Morder. That is all. And what mo have thee for me? This is killing my brain cells. Only this. Oh, this is Irish. Duh. That's why. I am one of 3 brothers. One of us always telling the truth, one of us always lies, and the third of us does not speak in at all, but honks. If I find him the liar, there is... Wait. If I find thee a liar, there is nothing I can do to save in thee. I, Cutter, thou art a servant of the wood. Blessed be her branches. Ask her a ask him the math question. 2 plus 2, what's it equal? 4. Big power in the woods today, Cutter. Aye, a tree has fallen in the forest and it has made a sin. But not me a sinner. I assure thee. Thou claims to be without sin? None of us is without sin, but mine do not run to mortar. Then whose? Look to my brother. Thy brother speakens of 3 brothers. One who always lies, one who's always telling the truth, and one who does not speak in at all but honks. Would speak in thee of this. This is fairy talk. No thing has honkin' in this land since Mother Duck laid a big egg. No honkin' since then? No, sir. Something rotten in this woodcutter. I, Mordred. With perversions at its source. Speak to me of perversions. I have no thing to say, for I do not tarry with them. What do thou tell in me? I am troubled by Mordred. But of it I know nothing. I warn thee, my forgiftedness makes no room of liars. Thou will do what thou must, Cutter, I have no doubt. Thy brother is speaking of 3 brothers. Thy brother speakings of 3 brothers, one who always lies, one who's always telling the truth, and one who does not speak in at all but honks. What speaking thee of this? I do not honkin, sire, I swear upon it. Thou hast never honked? Never, 'tis a sin in mine eyes. Well, 2 of them say that nobody has ever honked. And the last one here says that someone honked. And only one of them should lie, so I think it's him, unless he's the one that honks, but I did say I'm not the murderer. I also say I'm one of 3 brothers. One of us always telling the truth, one of us always lies, and the third does not speak in at all but honks. Thou lie about the honkin'. Say what? Thy brother is honkin' not. Thou wouldst lie to a cutter of the woods. Thou wouldst do murder in the woods. Aye, thou hast right of it. I sought only to distract in thee while I make my escape. Goodbye, Cutter. Do not run from me, tree. Thou do not run? Nah, I grow in 100 years I will have grown so tall, so strong, thine axe will never fell me. But I will not wait 100 years, die murderer. No, but 'tis not fair. Whew. Alright, I think we solved that one. Big rot in the woods today, Cutter. And wait, what? No, that's not you. You don't talk like that. Dark thoughts of trees, axes, and bloody sap cling to your skin. You shake them off like dreadful cobwebs. You're not sure what happened, but as you turn over the formerly terrible cursed fedora in your hand, you feel confident that the curse which plagued the starchy little felt thing has finally gone for good. You put the hat back on. It nearly sparkles now. Upgrade! Now all you've got to do is reckon with is whether you're the kind of person who goes around wearing a fedora. It'll do. I love it. It'll do. Nice hat. Oh god, no, not you. Well, there we go. We solved it. Not only did we fix it, let's see, what did it do? What does the hat do now that we've, like, gotten it? Uncursed fedora. +1 moxie, +5 to maximum health. So right now my moxie is up higher, which means I should, well, it's a fishing rod used for fishing, definitely not for fighting. I'm going to go ahead and equip this for now. I think of the two, the fishing rod may end up being better, but I don't know yet. Juices an enemy's moxie. Stench armor. Till you use another potion. I'll probably keep it. I can't do anything with that yet. I think I might have picked the moxie route. I'm not entirely sure. Paper cup of fresh black coffee. It smells better than any coffee you've ever had this trip. Drink. Good grief, this coffee smells good. You can't bring yourself to drink it because you might really need some coffee later on. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright. Well, that's all the time we got. So take care, everybody.